Hello and welcome back. Regular viewers will know that I have a fondness for radios, whether they're AM, FM, shortwave. They all tend to look similar. Rectangular boxes made mostly out of plastic with keypads usually. In this video, thanks to Radio Diddy, we're going to look at something a little different. This is the Raddy shortwave radios RF-750 Plus. Radio Diddy sent this sample to me. I have purchased from them before. I bought this Choyoung LC90, and they're one of the few companies I deal with because they have legit products, prompt delivery, and great customer service. Now let's take a closer look at this Raddy on the workbench. The Raddy RF750 Plus comes in a cardboard box. It indicates that it is FM, medium wave, short wave. It accepts a TF card, has a NOAA weather band, and 297 station memory. Opening up the box, it looks very different than any other radio I've ever seen, but let's see what accessories it comes with. You get a USB-C connector, probably for charging. You get a carabiner and a ring. You get an antenna that connects via a multi-pin. And then, what else is in here? A lanyard. And one more goodie. You have a USB-C to mini jack plug-in, so this would be like for headphones. And now the actual product itself is very small, and it's actually kind of bulky and heavy because it's made from aluminum, not plastic, although there is some plastic on it, but it's very bulky. And you have an amber display. And what else do we got in here? We get a manual that comes with it. Total of 25 pages in color. Small print. So we'll check that out. Measurement wise, 2.5 inches tall, about 1.5 inches wide, and a depth of about 1.5 inches. Very compact little radio. You can tell the engineers had fun designing this radio because they have a volt for the battery compartment. You lift up this latch, grab the door, open it, and there is your BL5C battery. Put the door back in place, lift up. On the back of the door, we have QRT codes for both Android and your iPhones, so you can get the apps, and there's a breakout of the frequencies that this radio will receive. On the side from the hatch to the battery compartment, we have manifolds that feed into an engine that go to an exhaust pipe. So maybe this is an engine type thing, not sure. Next to this is a level. This level is used to indicate battery status, but you could also, it's a bubble level, so you could actually use it to see if something is level. Above that, we continue that motif of the hatch. There's a little wheel up here, and it doesn't operate, but it's interesting that it's being held in place with actual fasteners, and these are located throughout the radio. If we pull back on this pad, there's our ability to plug in a USB-C charger, and now you'll notice that our level is flashing, indicating that the battery is being charged, and I'm going to assume it's going to change a color or extinguish once it's fully charged. This is the port that you would also use with our USB-C to mini, so that you could use a pair of headphones with this radio. Going towards the top, we see this button that can travel to the right, to the left, forward, and backwards, and can also be pushed down. This is a multi-control for the radio. It too is fastened with 4 little screws, and this will light up. Next to that, there's another circle hatch. If we lift this up, we see that there is a port there, and that allows us to plug in our medium wave antenna. And the nice thing about this antenna is when you're using medium wave or AM, you usually turn the radio to the correct orientation to pick up the strongest signal. With this, the radio can just stay in place and you just twirl the antenna until you pick up the strongest signal. And when you're not using it, you can just remove it, close your little hatch, and it's protected. Again, there are more little fasteners all over the place, just way too many. Next to that is the antenna for FM. It is 6 sections. It is just about 11 inches tall. And what's really impressive to me about this antenna is that it seems pretty darn sturdy. I've had radios where with bigger antennas that I've found way too fragile, and this is not one of those. Coming over to the left-hand side of the radio, we don't have a wheel hatch here, but it looks like a lever of some sort. And if we open that, this is the TF card, and the TF card is nothing more than a micro SD card that you would insert there. And the card allows you to both play back audio files and to record. And by the way, each of these covers have some foam, so they provide a seal against at least dust and maybe some moisture. Down here are the 2 operating controls for the side. This allows you to power the unit on and off, sleep mode. Below that, you can lock out control. You can turn on the SOS. And these work on single and double push, and we'll see that later. Again, lots of fasteners throughout. If we go on the bottom, we have pads, but these don't feel like plastic. They feel like they're part of the aluminum casting. But it's a bulky, heavy little radio, so it's not going anywhere. Then, of course, we come to the front, and there's this wheel here that you can just spin and fidget your life away. This metal wheel is actually used to tune, though if you don't like that, you'll be able to operate the entire radio using the apps that are available to download to either your Android or your iPhone. Above the wheel, there are 2 LED lights here that will come on. We have time frequency display at the moment. It is locked. We see a little lock key above. We can see there's a little tiny battery indicator showing that the battery is charging. Above that is 5 LEDs that will change with volume. This little opening here is called the sling hole. I'll call it the sling slot because it has a little tiny hole drilled into it, so you can thread your lanyard through it and carry the radio that way. Or if you want to use the carabiner that's included with the kit, it has a ring. You put that through the slot, and then you can clip this to your backpack, hang it on something. And so that's the entire radio. It's very interesting. You see here, there's a symbol here for an antenna and some little doodad symbols. There's a ground signal here, and there's some wording that's on the wheel itself. So it's a very just interesting design. Some might call it novelty, but as you'll see when we get into it, this is more than just a toy for big boys and girls. How does it perform on the inside? Well, we've extended the antenna and we've picked a weak FM station in the area. And I live in a rural part of the country, so stations don't always come in super strong. So it'll be a challenge for this radio.
Democratic primary. His opponent is Haley Stevens.
I remember being handed the keys to my first car. I'm Haley Stevens.
Now, that's not too bad. There's some bit of crackle in it, and there's some background noise because we're in a porch. But let me turn it on again and show you something interesting.
But much more of an old school type of politician.
As I move my hands away from it, the reception gets worse.
She has
Once I pick up the radio, it performs better. So
or campaigns.
I'm basically conducting through the radio to improve the reception. So at this point, I'm an antenna to help the radio receive a better signal.
Should continue to support Israel.
While this video is not a comparison between two different brands of radios, I brought this in just as a reference. It's in the same price range. It, like the Raddy, has AM, FM, shortwave, weather band, and will play audio files. And price-wise, they're within a few dollars of each other. So I thought this might be just give you a nice reference as to what this price range of radio can and cannot do. So, same station, and as we hear it, it's very staticky.
Can't afford their rent, can't afford.
But if I touch the radio,
this is not the future I want.
it improves.
And
a sense that Democrats are.
So this radio really doesn't perform any different than the Raddy. So at this point, we've scanned the FM band via the app that you can download into your phone. And now we're just going to visit some of the channels that it has scanned and see what reception is like.
It sounds like Julius is
I have a pastor friend. We prayed together before, and he said, "Do you mind if I pray in tongues?" Well, it didn't bother me any. I don't need to know what is being said.
the government. He followed some of the early developments in the case when it took off.
All right, I need you to spitball this for me, because even though the...
Now, Lord, we pause here on the cusp.
Had to come back.
Absolutely. All right. Have a blessed night. Thank you.
You too, girl. Crisp, you would drink the milk and it would be chocolate milk at the bottom. Childhood memory unlocked.
The summer cash contest on Mix 96.5. Your
When those late night cravings hit.
My advice, I see you, we gon' fight.
It off in 2016, and this week it just flipped over to 285,000 miles. Besides oil changes, wiper blades, and tires, we've only changed the battery once and the shocks and struts once. Here's the thing.
So as you can see, reception varies as it would with most radios. I'm not hearing a whole lot of difference. I do notice that sometimes holding the radio will improve reception as it did with the reference radio. So no better, no worse.
Please report flooding or landslides threatening roads or property to the National Weather Service Greenville Spartanburg by calling 1-800-267-8101, by posting on our Facebook page, or by posting on X using hashtag NWSGSP.
So that actually isn't bad. That's as good as my weather radio, which cost almost twice as much as this one, and is no different than the reference radio.
Why should you switch your insurance to Sutherland on Church Street? For over 80 years, residents of Hendersonville have turned to Sutherland for their insurance. Located in the heart of downtown, the Sutherland brothers built a distinct reputation for protecting local homes, cars, and business.
So definitely can bring in the station, fair amount of noise. The directional antenna actually does work. And in fairness, this radio probably has a longer ferrite antenna than this, which would make a difference. When I first got this radio, I wasn't really expecting a whole lot. It looked more like a novelty than a serious type radio, and obviously the engineering folks had a lot of fun decking this thing out and making it look quite interesting. But I'm actually impressed, because for the price, if you stay within its price range, it's a pretty good radio. The speaker packs a little punch. Fidelity is pretty good considering the size of what's in here. Reception is great. I found it a bit weaker on shortwave, but overall, this is just a great little radio for that price range that it's in. The last thing to test is the micro SD card player. So we open the door on the left-hand side, take the micro SD card with the label away from the front of the speaker, and then hopefully you have some nails and you can sink that card in there. If it springs out, it's not locked in. It should go all the way in and then stop. And at this point, because I find that control too confusing to use, I just go to the app on the phone. One of the advantages of using the app, basically for operating the whole radio, is you have great access to all its functions. This radio even has EQ mode on it, and if you go to it here and hit the button, you can see the EQ changing there. There's pop, there's rock, jazz, classic, country, and normal. So great whether you're listening to shortwave, your AM station, or your favorite music off file. Plus you get the numbers, the time remaining on your file, and the name of the song in this display. So the app's pretty decent. About the only complaint I'd have about the app is that to enter a frequency is not just directly key in. You have to hit a button function, which is a little annoying in this day and age. You have volume control, tuning up and down. You can switch your bands, and of course if you're using Bluetooth or the micro SD card, you come up to music and you can pause. And they got this thing called Memo. I'm not sure what that's all about. But overall, a nice little function. Of course, you can turn the radio on, switch the bands, enter into a scan mode, and jump meter settings. If you want to set off that really annoying alarm, you can do that from here. You can set your sleep timer, and you can also set an alarm, and you can lock out the radio, and you can sync the radio to the current time of day. The things that annoy me about the radio are basically the controls, the onboard controls. This 5-position switch, which also changes functions depending on whether you're listening to the radio or playing an audio file, just gets too baffling and becomes a nuisance. The double push on these two buttons for power, for sleep mode, for the alarm, for locking out, at times can become confusing. Your best bet is actually to go to the app and use that. The convenience of that is you can just set the radio down at your favorite location and play it. Love the speaker. Decent radio for the price. Nicely built antenna, and a very interesting build that will have your friends and family talking for days about the radio that you got. If you found this video interesting or useful, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, join the subscription team, and as always, thank you ever so much for watching.